Is he our savior or destroyer? Elon Musk. The name alone sparks fierce debate. Some worship him as humanity's greatest innovator, while others fear him as a dangerous egomaniac with too much power. But beyond the headlines and tweets lies a complex story of ambition, vision, and contradiction. Born in Pretoria, South Africa in 1971, Musk's childhood wasn't the privileged upbringing many assume. Severely bullied at school and raised by a father he describes as terrible, young Elon found escape in books and computers. By age 12, he'd already sold his first software, a space game called Blaster, for about $500. At 17, Musk left South Africa, eventually landing at the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in physics and economics. But Silicon Valley called, and after just 2 days at Stanford's PhD program, he dropped out to chase the internet boom. His first real success came with Zip2, a primitive version of Google Maps and Yelp combined. Compaq bought it for $307 million in 1999, netting Musk $22 million. He immediately poured his fortune into his next venture, X.com, an online banking service that eventually merged with competitor Confinity to become PayPal. Though ousted as CEO during a corporate power struggle, Musk remained PayPal's largest shareholder. When eBay purchased the company in 2002, he walked away with $180 million. Most would have retired to a life of luxury. Musk had other plans. If something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. This philosophy, SpaceX, founded in 2002, Musk entered an industry dominated by government agencies and aerospace giants. His goal wasn't modest, make humans a multiplanetary species by colonizing Mars. Experts laughed. Rockets had always been single-use, prohibitively expensive machines built by governments, not private companies. The early years brought failure after failure. 3 rocket launches ended in fiery explosions. By 2008, with just enough money for one final attempt, SpaceX faced bankruptcy. The 4th launch succeeded, and NASA soon awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. Today, SpaceX regularly delivers astronauts to the International Space Station, launches satellites for a fraction of traditional costs, and is developing Starship, the most powerful rocket ever built, for Mars missions. Meanwhile, Musk was fighting an equally improbable battle with Tesla. Joining in 2004 as an investor and chairman, he eventually became CEO. The electric vehicle industry was considered a joke, impractical, expensive, and doomed to fail. Traditional automakers dismissed Tesla as a vanity project. The Roadster proved electric cars could be desirable. The Model S showed they could be luxurious, and the Model 3 demonstrated they could be somewhat affordable. Tesla's market value soared beyond all traditional automakers combined, briefly making Musk the world's richest person. More importantly, Tesla forced the entire auto industry to embrace electric vehicles, potentially accelerating humanity's transition away from fossil fuels by decades. But success brought scrutiny. Workers complained about grueling conditions at Tesla factories. Autopilot crashes raised questions about whether Tesla was testing experimental technology on public roads. Musk's erratic behavior, smoking marijuana on Joe Rogan's podcast, calling a cave rescuer a pedo guy, manipulating Tesla's stock price with impulsive tweets, resulted in SEC fines and damaged his credibility. Still, Musk continued launching new ventures. Neuralink aims to create brain-computer interfaces that could help paralyzed people move again, or eventually allow humans to merge with artificial intelligence. The Boring Company seeks to solve traffic congestion by building underground tunnels. Both face significant technical and regulatory hurdles. Then came Twitter. In 2022, Musk purchased the social media platform for $44 billion, renaming it X. He slashed staff, reinstated banned accounts, and declared it would become a free speech haven. Critics argue he's enabled harassment and misinformation, while supporters celebrate reduced content moderation. Advertisers fled, and the platform's future remains uncertain. Throughout his career, Musk has displayed a pattern. Identify industries resistant to change, apply first principles thinking, take enormous risks, work obsessively, and push his teams to achieve the seemingly impossible. This approach has produced remarkable innovations, but also left human casualties in its wake. His personal life reflects similar chaos. 3 marriages, 10 children, including twins and triplets, public breakups, and family estrangements paint a picture of someone whose relentless drive extends beyond business. Former employees describe a brilliant but volatile leader capable of both inspiring vision and cruel outbursts. Musk's political evolution has further complicated his legacy. Once celebrated by environmentalists for accelerating clean energy adoption, His recent rightward shift and embrace of culture war topics have alienated former supporters. Is this genuine evolution or calculated positioning? The contradictions define him. A climate champion who flies private jets, a free speech advocate who fires critics, an immigrant success story who courts nationalist movements, a man who warns about AI dangers while racing to develop it. Perhaps Musk's greatest achievement isn't any single company, but how he's reshaped our collective imagination. Space travel, electric vehicles, neural implants. Ideas once relegated to science fiction have become tangible industries through his relentless drive. Love him or hate him, Elon Musk has forced us to reconsider what's possible. A bullied South African boy who dreamed of changing the world actually did it. Whether those changes ultimately benefit humanity or serve one man's ego remains the central question of his extraordinary, unfinished story. Share your thoughts below.